In this video, I'll be discussing some of the points to keep in mind if you're appearing in the PT for the first time. Let's get it started. My name is Roman and I'm the founder of Roman PT. We have been helping students to get face-to-face and online training for PT. And in the last 4 years, we have helped more than 5,000 students get to their destination. If you're interested to learn more about our courses, let's click on this link and you can find more about our courses and you can also have a chat with us. Let's get started about the preparation for PT. The first thing I want to tell you is if you're preparing for PT for the first time and let's say you came from IELTS to do PT because you heard that PT is easier, the first thing you have to keep in mind is PT is a completely different test. What that means is anything that you learn in IELTS, you need to first unlearn those things because PT is an integrated test where each sections communicate with each other. That's why how you do your speaking affects your performance in listening, or how you do your writing, for example, affects your reading and so on. So you need to first understand the entire structure of the test. And if you're interested to learn more about this thing, you can watch out one of my videos where I have explained most of these things, how the computer evaluates you and what are the things you need to keep in mind. The second thing is this is a computer-based test, so you need to make yourself familiar with the user interface so that you understand how the exam is done and where the exam starts, what you're supposed to do and so on. You don't need any special computer skills to do PT because many people ask me like they are not that good in computer and if this is a suitable test for them or not. Then yes, it is a suitable test for you as long as you are familiar with the interface of the software they use in the test. And in order to do this, you can buy mock test from Pearson and you can get familiar with how the exam works. Or if you are one of our students, you can simply use our mock test because we have designed it in the same way that they ask questions in Pearson's exam, so that you get familiar with the exam and you feel more accustomed to the feeling of the exam. The third important thing is make sure that you are getting the right kind of guidance. Now, these days it's very easy to get information about anything on the internet, especially from YouTube. You can get a lot of information about this test, which is really good, and there are some really good YouTubers out there who can help you with this kind of things. They have these free lessons and they have this free guidance, but be careful about what you watch because not all the information out there is reliable. Sometimes people are saying ridiculous types of things and some of these people have not even appeared in the test. So it's very important that you make sure that you're getting the information from a reliable source. Because of the same reason, we make sure in our institute that all our tutors have done the test themselves and have scored at least 90. I myself have appeared in the test 6 times, each time scoring 90 in each section, and in one of my exams I scored 90 in all the skills, including communicative skills and enabling skills. The reason for that is because this helps us get updated with the exam structure and then help us to help students in a better way. The fourth thing is the materials. I think fortunately the materials, the questions that you get in the test repeat a lot, and this can be really easy in some situations because you see the question which you have already done and you pretty much know the answers as well. This is a good thing. We also rely on past questions a lot. In fact, we have a big collection of past questions that we give to our students for the practice, and we have them as the practice questions in the exam format on our website. But you need to be careful about one thing. Although I encourage people to practice the past questions so that they get familiar with the exam structures and they understand how to do this, still it's very important that you learn the concept rather than memorize the answers. The reason for this is, think about this. If you are learning algebra, for example, it's never a good idea to do all the algebra questions and memorize them. Rather than that, if you learn some formula and basic concepts, you know that you can pretty much solve any questions you get in the test. So in a similar manner, questions repeat, and if you make yourself familiar with these past questions, it's easier for you to do in the test. But if you learn the concepts, if by any chance those questions do not come and Pearson decides to ask new questions, which they can do at any time, you will still be good. You will still be able to answer the questions. You will not be relying on luck or coincidence. So it's really important that you don't solely rely on the past questions and memorization, but you learn concepts as well. The last important thing is the stress management. I know that many people get really nervous when they are in the exam, especially in speaking, because there is a lot of background noise, and when you are about to start, you suddenly hear all people around you talking, and then that might distract you. Or because this exam, most of us are doing this exam for immigration purpose, that might cause a lot of stress because we are expecting a lot from ourselves, and that might lead to performance anxiety. What if this time I don't get my score? I mean, I may lose this opportunity or that opportunity. About that, what I want to say is you need to really control yourself and calm down and do your test in a relaxed and quiet manner, because if your brain is not working well, you cannot perform in the same way you would have performed with a calm mind. So if you're interested, you can write in the comments, and in my next video perhaps I'll tell you some of the tricks that I use to reduce performance anxiety. Let me remind you one more time that I'm a non-native speaker myself, and despite that I've scored 19 each section 6 times. The reason for that is not that I have any extraordinary skills. The reason for that is I'm prepared and I know what can go wrong, and I always have solutions for those things. So it's really vital that you learn about these things from a person who can help you with these things and help you find your weaknesses, and then guide you through the whole process, walk with you until you reach your destination. Okay guys, so these are the 5 things I think everyone should keep in mind when they are preparing for PT. If you have any other questions, please feel free to ask in the comments, and if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you don't want to miss our future updates, please hit the subscribe button and click the bell icon. Until my next video, have a good time.